I have an interesting history with Halo Reach. You know, it really all started back at GameStop when I went to buy the game. Being the young, spry man that I am, I ran up the GameStop steps, went right inside the GameStop. I asked the man, "Sir, could I please have one copy of Halo Reach?" And he has the balls to turn to me and he says to me, to an 18-year-old me, he says, "Son, I'm sorry, I'm gonna need to see some identification. You need to be 18 to buy M-rated games." I looked him straight in the eyes. I said, "My guy, I do not have a driver's license yet, so I cannot prove my identity to you, good sir." And he turns back to me and he says, "Son, you're going to need to come back with your mother." I turned around and I backhanded him, slapped him across the face. I said, "My mother's in the car. I'll go get my mother." And so I went out back to the car, got my mother, brought my mother in, and this man let me purchase Halo Reach. Well, he let me watch my mother purchase Halo Reach. GameStop. Power to the mothers. But why the hell am I talking about GameStop of all things, you ask? I'm supposed to be talking about Halo Reach. And to that I would say, you're right, but also, Halo Reach is the only Halo game set with the task of being a prequel to all the original games. Specifically though, it is a prequel to Halo Combat Evolved, one of the most revolutionary and influential Halo games of them all. Also one of my favorites. It decided to go a more dark and edgy route. Right from the beginning of the game, you already know that the main character, Noble 6, is going to die because you see his helmet on the ground with a bullet hole in it, and you already know the end of this game. Similar to Halo Reach, I was at a bit of a dark and edgy time in my life when I played this game for the first time. I really cared more about this stupid haircut I had at the time than I really did about anything else, to be honest. And you might ask, why the hell are you talking about this, Mark? And to that I will say, that's a very good point. But I actually hated Halo Reach the first time I played it. But wait. Don't click off the video. I actually love Halo Reach now. But how did we get here? It is Wednesday, my dudes. I'm out of breath because I just sprinted across this whole room, which is not a very long room, but I'm out of breath because I'm out of shape. I just downed a whole cup of Starbucks and my hands are shaking because I don't have a very high caffeine tolerance. This is 18-year-old me. I was a dip idiot. I like to think that over time I've matured as a person, and funny enough, Halo Reach has matured as well. Back in the day, the only way to play Halo Reach was on the Xbox 360 at 1080p 30 FPS, which is pretty abysmal to begin with. I, for one, have never owned an Xbox 360. I've only been lucky enough to own an Xbox One for the last several years. But did you know that actually the superior console runs the game at abysmal 27 frames a second? If that doesn't sound bad to you, well, I don't really know what you play on, man. What are you playing on, an iPhone 4G out there, my boys? Playing Candy Crush? Get the out of here. However, in late November of 2019, Halo Reach finally got a full port over to the Master Chief Collection and is now playable on PC and console at a beautiful 4K 60 FPS. This game has received a second life, and I can tell you neither the 360 version nor the lazy port to the Xbox One did this game justice. It's a beautiful game, full of vibrant colors, incredible gameplay, and intelligent enemy AI, all hidden behind a blurry mess of a goddamn game. Poor old Bungie had to work with the limitations of the Xbox 360, and at the time, that made sense. It shouldn't have taken so long for this game to be brought over to modern systems, and made playable and accessible for all types of people, whether on PC or console. And the fact that it happened is a true blessing, because this game is a gem and it should be experienced in the best possible way that it can be. That's not to say this game doesn't have flaws. This freaking flying part can die in hell. But literally the rest of the game is perfection. The shotgun is so satisfying. The assault rifle is satisfying. The freaking whatever it is, the sniper is satisfying. All the weapons feel great to use. It really felt like all the years of building Halo experiences had really taught Bungie something about game design, and it really felt like it all came together in Halo Reach for the perfect package. While introducing new elements like armor abilities, they remained unintrusive for the most part, and everything just feels like it has this level of polish, where everything is tuned to perfection. Even the music and sound design is on point in this game, and my boy Marty O'Donnell has created some of the greatest scores in gaming. But out of all the Halo games, it feels like pretty much every song on this soundtrack is an absolute banger. Even if they all have a certain melancholy to them, they're still great pieces of music. Halo Reach is a game about a group of Spartans tasked with the mission of, well, saving what they can of a war already lost. The game is actually named after the planet in the game, which is called Reach. How clever! Well, actually the planet's about to get by the Covenant, because they're coming in to glass it with a big super hyper beam and go boom and kill everybody. The main goal of the Spartans is to defend Reach, but when all is lost, priorities shift to getting the package off Reach, which contains some sort of super special artificial intelligence that will help aid humanity in surviving the ongoing war. After delivering the package, they must see the UNSC flagship Pillar of Autumn off planet, or else all may be lost. And here comes the spoilers. Click off now if you don't want to be spoiled. In the end, the Spartans that we come to know as Noble Team must sacrifice themselves for the greater good. Overall, the game and story as a whole is exceptional, especially for the Halo series. I mean, come on now people, this is a game series where we fight booger monsters and Philip Hughes light bulbs. So that about brings us to the end of this video. The moral of this story is, well, I don't fucking know. Be good to your mother so she lets you buy games. Don't have a stupid haircut. And don't play Reach on the Xbox 360 because the frame rate is garbage. Garbage. Thanks for watching, y'all. If you liked it, then leave a dislike or something. Or I don't know, subscribe. Bye. Roll the outro music, Jimby. And things are gonna get wild, because, you know, when I drink coffee,